Imagine a time long ago when the land was endless and wild, no cities, no borders, just rolling grasslands under a vast sky. In this harsh and open world, a mysterious force was rising. They came like the wind, fierce and fast. They rose from the windswept steppes of Central Asia to change the course of history forever. Their name? The Huns. Today's discussions on the Huns, nomadic power of the ancient steppes, the vanishing riders, what really happened to the Huns, the unknown history behind. No one really knew where the Huns came from. Some believed they were born in the eastern shadows of Central Asia, beyond the mountains and deserts where the sun rose. Others thought they came from the edges of the known world, sent by the gods to punish the proud empires of the West. Their origin is still debated, though many scholars now believe they came from regions near modern-day Kazakhstan or Mongolia, possibly linked to the Xiongnu, a powerful nomadic tribe that once challenged China's Great Wall. What made the Huns different? Speed. While other armies marched slowly, the Huns flew like lightning. They lived on horseback from the time they could walk. Their horses were small but strong, trained to run all day and night. Hunnic warriors could fire arrows while riding at full speed, using a short, curved bow that was deadly and fast. The Romans had never seen anything like it, and they were terrified. By the late 4th century, the Huns reached Europe's doorstep. They didn't come in peace. They pushed other tribes, like the Goths and Vandals, into Roman territory, causing chaos. The Romans called them barbarians, but the truth was more complex. The Huns were warriors, yes, but they were also survivors of the unforgiving steppe. They didn't build cities or write books. Instead, they mastered mobility, fear, and surprise. And then came Attila. He rose to power in the early 5th century, alongside his brother Bleda. But after a few years, Attila took control alone, perhaps by killing his own brother. Ruthless and clever, Attila wasn't just a warrior. He was a master strategist, feared by emperors and loved by his men. Attila's nickname says it all, the Scourge of God. Some believed he was punishment sent from heaven for the sins of mankind. He demanded tribute from both the Eastern and Western Roman empires. Gold flowed into his hands, not as payment for peace, but as a sign of submission. In one letter, a Roman official wrote, "It is better to feed the lion than fight him." But here's something many people don't know. Attila was also a skilled negotiator. He often chose to talk before he fought, and his court had interpreters, advisors, and diplomats. Roman ambassadors who visited his camp were surprised. Attila lived in a wooden house, but he held grand feasts, gave rich gifts, and listened carefully to politics. He spoke Gothic and possibly Latin, and he understood how power worked. In 451 AD, Attila invaded Gaul, modern France. At the Battle of the Catalonian Plains, a huge clash took place. Tens of thousands died. The Romans and their allies claimed victory, but Attila remained dangerous. A year later, he invaded Italy. Rome trembled. But something strange happened. As Attila approached Rome, Pope Leo I met him. We don't know what they said, but Attila turned back. Some say disease had spread in his army. Others believe Leo offered gold. But many like to believe it was a miracle. And then in 453 AD, Attila died, on his wedding night, after marrying a young bride named Ildiko. Some say he drank too much and bled from the nose. Others whisper that Ildiko killed him in his sleep. The truth? Still a mystery. After his death, his sons fought each other. The unity of the Huns shattered. The tribes they once ruled rose in rebellion. Within a few years, the Hunnic Empire collapsed, just like that. And the Huns? They vanished into history. No great ruins, no books, no statues. Only fear remained. But were they just destroyers? Recent research shows that the Huns had trading routes. cultural exchanges, and even coin-making skills. They influenced medieval warfare, and some of their tactics were adopted by future empires like the Mongols. Many of the tribes they pushed westward eventually shaped modern Europe. So maybe the Huns were not just villains, maybe they were visionaries, tough, smart, and unafraid to challenge mighty empires. They adapted, they survived, and for a moment, they ruled a world that feared their very name. So next time you hear about the Huns, think beyond the battles and the legends. Think about a people who lived, fought, and disappeared, but left a mark that time could never erase. What do you think? Were the Huns villains or visionaries? Friends, if you like this article, please like and subscribe my channel Stories and More and share to others. Thank you.